Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Thanks for stopping by to check me out today. I'm going to be doing the second part of my Disney collection overview. I made a video yesterday showing my Blu-ray keep case editions with slip covers, lenticular covers, some out-of-print stuff. And today I'm going to show you guys my Walt Disney Treasures collection in these collectible tins. And Disney started this line back in 2001, and Roy E. Disney, who was the nephew of Walt Disney, kind of put this project together. In 2001 he started it. He wanted to kind of show some of the archived materials, that some of the stuff is rare, some of the stuff had never been seen before by the public, and this was the first time it was being offered on home media in these collectible packages. And they started the line in 2001, and unfortunately when Roy passed away in 2009, that's when the series ended. So far I'm missing 3 titles, and I'm missing Dr. Sin, alias the Scarecrow, which is very pricey. It's quite rare, and if you can find it on eBay, you may not always find a mint copy, because a lot of these, you can see here in some of my editions, that there are some slight dents, and I'll show you more as I go along, but the material that they used for these tins was very chintzy, very cheap, and it tended to get damaged quite easily. And a lot of them didn't even survive, so these are pretty rare nowadays. Some are more common than others, but some are very pricey, like that Dr. Sin. And then in 2009, they did the Complete Zorro Season 1 and Complete Zorro Season 2. Those were the very last 2 that were released. I did not pick those up. I planned to at some point. The price would have to be right. But prior to Roy's death, they also planned on doing another Mickey Mouse and another Donald Duck collection, which they never did get to do. And when Roy passed away, this collection stopped. So let's show you guys what I have in my collection. And these are all 2-disc sets, and inside these tins is a DVD fat pack, and it has 2 discs inside. And some of these early ones, these were all limited, but some of the early ones had the numbers right on the, they were kind of punched right into the tin. And not sure if that's picking up, but this was limited to 125,000, and I have number 110,085. And it's a 2-disc set, which includes behind the scenes, telecasts, and a limited edition collectible lithograph. And these were segments that were released between 1937 and 1957. And most of these are still sealed. I have not opened these yet, just for collector's purposes. So there's going to be some glare, so just kind of bear with me here on these. But this second edition is called Mickey Mouse in black and white, and it was limited to 125,000. I have number 118,440, and these were shorts that were released between 1928 and 1935. And the next one is called, and this is one of my favorite Disney characters of all time. This is the Complete Goofy. See if there's a better way I can show this here. This was limited to 125,000. I have number 110,392. And these were shorts that were released between 1939 and 1969. The next one is called Mickey Mouse in living color. And this is a collection of color adventures limited to 150,000, which if you think about it, 150,000 is not very limited. But like I said, a lot of these were destroyed over the years. I have number 118,632, and these were released between 1935 and 1938. Okay, I rebooted my phone for a second just to get a little bit better quality, hopefully. The next one here is called Silly Symphonies, a historic musical animated classics, released between 1928 and 1939. This is limited to 150,000. I have number 94,916. Okay, the next one is called Disneyland USA. Special historical broadcasts, limited to 150,000. And these were broadcast between 1955 and 1970. And we have Mickey Mouse in Black and White, Volume 2, from 1928 to 1935. And once they stopped doing the numbers right on the tin, then they started putting a certificate inside the edition. Serialized certificate. So the next one is called Davy Crockett, the complete televised series, limited to 150,000, and the shows ran between 54 and 55. The next one is Mickey Mouse in Living Color, Volume 2, from 1939 to today, which would have been 2009. Actually, this was probably released a year or two before the end of the series. So this was probably released in 2007 or 2008. The next one is called The Chronological Donald, Volume 1, from 1934 to 1941. The next one is called Walt Disney on the Front Lines. Never before seen footage on DVD, originally released between 1941 and 1945. Includes 32 shorts and a full-length feature film, Victory Through the Air Power. The next one is called Tomorrowland. Disney in Space and Beyond. And these were broadcast between 1955 and 1959. The next one is The Complete Pluto, from 1930 to 1947. The Mickey Mouse Club, from October 3rd, 1955 to October 7th, 1955. So technically it's just a 4-day, less than 1 week with the Mickey Mouse Club. And I'm sure that's more than enough. Here is more Silly Symphonies, Volume 2, from 1929 to 1938. And we have The Complete Pluto, Volume 2, from 1947 to 1951. And we have The Chronological Donald, Volume 2, from 1942 to 1946, right during the World War II era. Here is Disney Rarities, celebrated shorts from the 1920s through the 1960s. It says it's featuring the acclaimed Alice comedies and 2 other award-winning shorts with never before seen material. This one is kind of beat up. I don't feel like replacing this one. This is Spin and Marty, The Adventures of Spin and Marty, the Mickey Mouse Club. That's probably my least favorite tin out of this whole thing. And I still like it, don't get me wrong. Here is El Fuego Baca, the Swamp Fox, Legendary Heroes, with never before seen material. The next one is called Your Host, Walt Disney, TV Memories from 1956 through 1965. And if you notice, there's one gold one, all the rest are silver. This is the gold one right here. This is The Adventures of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. This is probably my favorite edition. It includes an exclusive Oswald button inside, which looks like this. And it also has never before seen material. The next one is called The Hardy Boys, the Mickey Mouse Club, 1956 to 57. And we have The Chronological Donald, Volume 3, from 1947 to 1950. Disneyland, Secrets, Stories, and Magic. Includes a replica of a vintage Disneyland e-ticket booklet. And finally, we have the Mickey Mouse Club Presents Annette, 1957 to 58. Annette Funicello, and this is a limited series. I also have the Wonderful World of Disney tin signature movie edition of Swiss Family Robinson. I love this movie. This is the same type of material. Let me pop this open and show you guys what I'm talking about. If you'll even maybe even be able to notice, but this tin is so thin you can almost put your thumbnail through it. And then it basically, this one is a little bit different, but these editions here have like a fat pack DVD with a swing tray inside that has 2 DVDs in it. This one just has a little like a plastic tray, and then the disc comes in like this little generic paper sleeve, I guess. You would think Disney would come out with something much nicer than this for collectible, but I do like the way it looks. I just wish it wasn't so cheap. But I stick this one up here with the treasures. And then I might as well show this too. Speaking of Roy Disney, because he was kind of the brainchild behind this series here. I also picked up his Legacy collection that he actually signed. I do have the certificate of authenticity, the PSA, DNA, all that stuff. True Life Adventures, this is volume 1, Wonders of the World. And it comes in this, it's not really a tin, it's more of a plastic box. And this clear door opens up, and there's a little tin on the inside that looks like a film reel, and inside that has a couple DVDs. I think these are 2 DVD sets, and then like a little booklet inside there. And it was actually signed by Roy E. Disney, the nephew of Walt Disney. That's series 1, or volume 1. Here's volume 2. This was also signed. All 4 of these editions were signed. This is volume 2, Lands of Exploration. This one is volume 3, Creatures of the Wild, and there you can see his signature again. And these were actually each signed twice, because on the inside of these tins there's a little paper that he also signed. So this is volume 4, Nature's Mysteries. There's his signature there. So that was my little Walt Disney Treasures / Legacy collection. They only released 4 of these, by the way, the nature ones. I got all 4 of them. So if anybody has Dr. Sin that they'd like to trade, or either of the Davy Crockett's, comment down below or get at me somehow. We'll figure out a trade, or I'll buy them from you if the price is right. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and stay tuned, because I'm going to go over my DVDs, my digibooks, and my steelbooks at some point. So maybe I'll even record one more tonight. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.